America is turning to 50 this year, so I wanted to make something special. I made a cake from a handwritten Italian family recipe. I am Italian and I thought it would be fun to take something from my family and turn it into an American celebration cake. So stay with me and let's go for the ingredients. Here are all of the ingredients I used. I'll leave them on screen for a few moments so that you can save or screenshot them. And I've included measurement in cup ounces and in grams. If you happen to have a scale that measure both, I recommend using grams because it's a bit more accurate. We're starting with a rich chocolate cake base. First, melt dark chocolate with 100 grams of butter. You can do this in the microwave to keep it easy, just make sure to check it every 30 seconds or so that it doesn't burn. It usually takes a couple of minutes in total. In the meantime, beat 3 eggs with the sugar. Sugar goes in. Okay, now that the eggs are ready and the chocolate is fully melted with the butter, we need to bring them together. But I'm not going to rush this part. The chocolate needs to be warm but not hot. Otherwise it will cook the eggs and we will have scrambled eggs instead of cake, and that's not what we want. Once it's ready, we will slowly pour the chocolate into the egg mixture while mixing it at the same time. This is the moment where everything starts to come together, and if you could smell the chocolate, it's insane. And then, to be sure we mixed everything very well, we can just use an electric whisker and finish to mix. Now I'm sifting in the flour while I keep mixing with the electric whisk. I'm doing slowly and gentle, little by little, so that it doesn't clump and everything stays nice and smooth. And that's it for the base of the cake. Now, before I pour the butter into the oven pan, I just make sure that everything is greased and ready so nothing sticks later. And I'm going to prepare 2 different oven pans, one round pan for the main cake, and that's the one I'll be gifting, and then a smaller pan, that's my portion. I'm just going to take the rich chocolate butter and carefully divide it between the 2 pans. The round one first, obviously, because this is the one that will look nicely and the gift. And then with the leftovers I'm gonna make my own portion. And we really want to take one moment here to make sure the butter is spread evenly, because that's gonna be very important later. Just to be clear, this base is not meant to be fluffy or soft. It actually needs to be slightly crunchy after cooking, and that's because it will contrast with the cream that we will prepare next. That is gonna be almost melt in your mouth kind of cream. So the cake will be a structured chocolate base with a smooth light topping. Now we just let it bake at 340 Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes, and in the meantime we're moving straight to the stove to start on the cream. Alright, so for the cream we are starting by melting the milk chocolate with the butter in the microwave. I'm just going a short burst so it doesn't burn, just until it's almost fully melted and smooth. Once it gets to that point, I'm going to move it over to the stove. Now I'm adding in the heavy whipping cream, the unsweetened one, and I'm whisking it gently by hand. This is important as we don't want to rush it or to whip it too hard. It needs to be steady and gentle all the way until it starts to boil. After a couple of minutes at a gentle boil, remove it from the heat and let it cool completely. Once it's fully cooled, we'll pop it into the freezer for about 10 minutes, just long enough for it to thicken into a rich cream. Now that everything has cooled down, it's time for my favorite part, assembling the cake. This is how the cream is supposed to look like consistency-wise, if it helps. It's like a bit pudding-y. Anyways, first I'm going to carefully flip the round cake into a serving plate. And in just a moment you're gonna be able to see the beautiful chocolate base with its slightly crisp exterior and rich texture inside. Next, I'm creating a border all around the edge using fresh strawberries. With our strawberry border in place, it's time to fill the center with the silky chocolate cream we prepared. I'm spreading it right to the center and all the way to the edges, creating a smooth and even layer. And now, for the rest of the decorations, I'm using blueberries in the center and white chocolate chips around it, so that I have together all of the colors of the American flag. But you can decorate it however you want. You want to add sugar stars instead? Absolutely, go for it. More berries? Why not? Red, white and blue sprinkles? Super cool. You want to change the design completely and do something else? That's also cool. Use your imagination and go for your best possible creation. And that's it, the cake is finished. Well, almost. I recommend chilling it in the fridge for at least 2 hours before serving. And that's how my cake looks like in the end. But you can do whatever you want with it. You can decorate it with berries as I did, or you can use sprinkles, sugar star, something completely different. The most important thing is making it your own and having fun with it. Thank you so much for watching, happy baking, and most importantly, happy 250th birthday, America!